There may come a time when an employee has decided to leave the company. When this happens, it's the manager's responsibility to terminate the employee in HR Zone. To begin, we'll start here as Henry. Henry is Quentin's manager, and unfortunately, Quentin has decided to pursue opportunities outside of Hart Hanks. We already looked at how a manager can view employment data about his or her employees in the navigation lesson, so we're going to jump into creating the termination request. The fastest way to start this process is using the My Team tile. Click on the My Team tile, click Actions, and select Terminate. Here you'll need to fill in the required fields, selecting a termination date and termination reason. Note you can select a termination date in the future, so you do not need to wait until Quentin's last day to process this request. You will also need to indicate if the team member is eligible for rehire. Enter the last payroll date and the last date worked, as well as any notes if needed. A summary of Quentin's personal time off balances to be paid to Quentin in his last paycheck is also shown here. Once complete, click Submit. You will receive a warning to remind you if a termination is involuntary, you need to provide some required documentation. In Quentin's case, this is a voluntary termination, so we can click to proceed here. The Employment Info tab for Quentin will now show a pending future change to take effect on April 30th, the date of his last day of work. Quentin and his information will stay in HR Zone until the effective date passes. To view more specific information about the change to take place on April 30th, click the hyperlink. You can also see the voluntary termination reason we selected when completing the request. Additional materials related to standard Hart Hanks HR processes can be found in the Human Resources HR Zone on Connections. If you have any questions, U.S. employees may contact the HR Zone via email at hrzone@harthanks.com or by calling 877-691-2147. Employees in Europe and Asia should contact your manager or your HR business partner. Thanks for watching.